and welcome to the Paddock Show here at Karting North East, Warden Law. And it's myself and it's Nicole Sutherland, and we're surrounded by football playing go-kart races. The Rotax Grand Festival Day 1 is in the books. It's been a good one, hasn't it?
Fantastic day so far. All of these drivers put on a good show. Also putting on a football match for us shortly, I reckon. Isn't that right, guys?
It's going to be Strawberry and Zip versus DHR and SPR.
RCE.
And RCE.
RCE are winning.
And you're not.
privateers.
Well, do you know what? Well, let's start by chatting to a privateer first of all. Now, name, rank, and serial number. Carter.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Good-looking go-kart.
Yes.
Hasn't gone very quick today, though, has it?
I have.
You have. Tell us all about it then.
Well, today I was in the first heat. I was kind of slow because I couldn't find the grip on the track. Like then the second heat, I was a little bit faster, but I didn't finish it. But then the third heat, I was actually pretty good. But then it just blocked me off in the chicane.
Okay, so you're a privateer in Micro, Max, yes? Do you know that there is a prize? So in addition to the tickets to the grand finals, there is a privateer prize in Micro and Mini. It's a free engine. Now, there are only 2 privateers in your class. There's you, Carter, and there's Maximin Aberhart. Who do you want to win the engine?
Me.
You can't, dear. Right, who do you want to win? Do you want Carter to win it or someone else?
Him.
Why?
I know.
Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Right then, so there we go. Nicole, who we got there with the football?
We've got Alfie Mayer, and we've just been bonding about our shared love of Liverpool Football Club.
Dear
Alfie.
me. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
No. I'm a Mo Salah fan. Alfie, who's your favourite player in the team?
Van Dijk.
Okay. Favourite teams, favourite players?
Middlesbrough.
Middlesbrough.
Good lad, good lad. Home thing. What about a favourite team?
DHR.
That's not a football team, Emerson.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Football team.
I don't support one.
Okay, favourite football team?
Don't support one.
Don't support one. Favourite football team?
Man United.
Favourite football team?
Man United.
Oh, Middlesbrough.
Tottenham.
Who?
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Don't have one.
Don't have one? Okay, there we go.
I bet you all have favourite F1 teams, though, surely.
Right, here we
then.
go. Then here we go. Take it away. Favourite F1 teams?
Red Bull. Oh, Red Bull. Mercedes. McLaren. Mercedes. Ferrari next year, but Mercedes this year.
Well, you can't be a glory hunter, Dean. You can only have one favourite team.
I want Lewis. Mercedes. Red Bull.
Who have you missed?
Me. McLaren.
There we go.
Henry?
Excellent. Favourite Formula 1 team? I don't have one at the moment. All my
Racing driver.
a favourite racing driver. You wouldn't know him. He's way too old. Way too old. Ayrton Senna. There we go. Right. Okay. Right. Let's talk. First of all, the Farrow brothers stand here. This is younger brother. This is Albert, and this is older brother Arthur. How many times did you crash into each other today?
Once.
Once. I thought it was twice.
Why? No, once.
Once. Whose fault was it?
Albert's.
Whose fault was it?
A bit mine, a bit his.
A bit his. Here we go.
Oh, at least you're sharing the responsibility then. You're not.
Who's had the better day afterwards so far?
Me. It was Albert.
It was. Who do we think's had the better? Oh, hang on a sec. What about who? Oh, there's somebody over here. Where are you starting? Because you're the younger brother, aren't you?
I started 5th in quali. Arthur started 7th.
Well, then already 1-0.
And then first heat, he beat me.
Ooh, 1-1.
And then second heat, he beat you again. Yeah. Then third heat, he beat 2-1.
Last deciding score.
And then 3-1, he beat me again.
3-1. Okay, fair enough.
4-1 to him because he's starting ahead in the pre-final. And 5-1 for tomorrow.
Well, we haven't got tomorrow yet. There's a bit of confidence for it. So we've got grand final tickets up for grabs. Emerson McAndrew-Uren, you're the only driver amongst this group that's ever been before, and you're going again this year. Who thinks they've got a chance to get a grand final ticket? Benedictus Masioka. So start off with, let's go through. How are you going to get your ticket?
Come first.
Okay.
Get on the podium mini.
Get on the podium mini, okay.
First. Right, so there's 11. Most of the grid can win. It's a tiny grid. I'm starting 6th for tomorrow. I'm fastest up in 2 heats. Probably, I'm going to go for as much as I can.
Excellent. Alfie, you could have had a ticket, but almost.
Try to do the same as Le Mans.
Try to do the same at the International Trophy at Le Mans. I've got to say, Nicole, I absolutely love the enthusiasm here. Number 2, have we got our... Carter Jackson, come this way. So, hang on a second. Every driver has a commemorative T-shirt from the event. What are you going to remember about this event, do you think, most of all?
T-shirt.
The T-shirt.
Not the racing, the T-shirt.
Okay, young Mr. Fair, apart from that lovely bottle of water, what are you going to remember about this event?
Probably, hopefully winning.
Hopefully winning. Ooh, save a... Okay. Ooh,
A
yes.
question for Arthur and Albert then. Your driver coach, Louis Westover, is racing this weekend after, being out of the seat for a couple of years. Have you two actually been, giving him some tips instead of the other way around this weekend?
No, not really.
No,
I have. You have, Emerson. What have you told him?
Yeah, in the last heat he was quite bad in the chicane, like me. So, yeah, I just gave him a tip.
Very nice.
Right, okay. Thank you for joining us all. Back to your game of football. Jumpers for goalposts. Right then, here we go.
I nicked 6.
You what?
I got given 6.
A T-shirt? You got 6 T-shirts?
I don't know, they're piled up in my bus.
You can't say that. You're only supposed to get 1 each. So if anyone's not missing a T-shirt, come and see Dian Bahal. How much are you going to sell them for, Dian?
50 quid maybe.
50 quid each. Okay, right. Here
ready?
we go. Back you go.
No.
Uh-oh, here we go. Hang on. Let's have a look.
Hang on.
Hang on, right.
Okay.
Here we
Do
go.
I head it
no
or
pressure.
do I boot it?
Dian, get over here. Almost hit Lucy Socials. There we go.
Almost
Right.
the social
Carry
media
on.
manager
Now,
out.
we're at the top paddock here at Warden Law. It's a long walk down to the lower paddock, isn't it? So let's get going. Perfect. Wait there. Where's she gone? No. This isn't right. Finally, there we are.
I'm here.
Here now. Typical woman, always late. Here we go. Right.
It's you.
Says me, yeah, I've never been late. Right, down the main paddock. This is what it's all about. Karting North East, I think, have done a wonderful job to sort of make us feel very welcome.
Absolutely.
We're very thankful to all the organisers. Let's go and speak to some of the drivers. I can see one of the storylines of today. What happens when your main mechanic has to go to a family function halfway through the day? Well, you call upon your dad. Now, I think Phil Lapper is there one thing. He's on the phone to Nanny Bowers. Well, come this way. First of all, here we go. We'll talk, Nicole, you can speak to the driver in a minute, but first of all, having to get the hands, you had gloves on. Yeah. What was it like becoming a karting mechanic when Albie's done the best qualifying of the year, P3, and then Heat 2, though? First race on the spanners, and man nearly won.
Should have won. A bit harsh.
He only got beaten by a former grand final champion, though, so that's not too bad.
No, it's nerve-wracking. It's tough. He's done really well, and I'm thinking if I mess up here, I've ruined his weekend. But yeah, thankfully everything stayed on tight. So
and even more thankfully, Liam's back tomorrow.
Yeah, thankfully Liam's back tomorrow. But big shout out to him. It was amazing today. So bit of a sad end to the last session, but anyway, we'll move on tomorrow.
Move on. Take it away.
And I'll be with your dad on the tools then. Done a really good job. Going to be maybe employing him for a few more rounds later in the year or next year?
I don't know. It depends if my normal mechanic's away or not. But yeah, it wasn't bad. Nothing broke.
Nothing broke. Rate his performance out of 10 then.
7.
7 out of
Where's
10.
the last 3 points? Where are they missing? What's he lacking?
I didn't make a mistake. You did.
Fighting talk.
Yeah.
A bit slow.
Well,
Pace on the tools. Okay.
Pace
But maybe
on the
that's a bit of experience. Like,
Yeah, like a lot. My other mechanic's got a lot more experience, and Dad hasn't done it for quite a while. So, yeah.
There we go. 7 out of 10, but I'm paying for it. It's 10 out of 10. So good luck tomorrow. And Nanny Babs, right? Watching for the Costa del Sol today. Ooh. It's felt with the Costa del Sol here.
Costa del Sunderland.
Costa del Sunderland. privateer drivers, again, Samir Paul had a bad start of the day. I think in the change to get the wets on for heat number 1, I think Dad may have, maybe forgotten. Now, we didn't pop into Jack's Motorsport last night, so let's go in during track talk, which I got. Right, if we can maybe go and find someone to shut the radio off, because YouTube don't like that. We're just waiting for the music to go off. We've got more mechanics. The mechanics now know that I get into trouble when I start making jokes about mechanics shining their tools. Oh, I've done it again. There we go. So straight away, it's right. There we go. Let's go.
Polishing the axle is what the formal term would be.
Come this way. We're eating here. We got a bearman. We got to come in. Right. Pole position at the start of the day. Jared Fox Whiteley. The starts were upon, but in that last race, right then. How can we're not allowed to say any naughty words, but that last Junior Rotax race was not suboptimal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it all kicked off.
It all kicked off. However, you came through. Did you get a nose cone penalty?
I did not.
You did not. One of the few to behave themselves. Poor start. You came fighting back through. How much you don't do the British Championship regularly, so this is we saw you here as a wild card earlier this year, so you're obviously a track specialist. A one-off chance for that prize, yeah, but you're not age eligible, are you?
No.
So it's just for the glory, just for the win.
Yeah, just for bragging rights, really.
Just for bragging rights. How much confidence did it give you, knowing that you can come back through and come? I think you dropped to 8th at the start of that last race. You came back through to finish 2nd.
Yeah.
How much confidence does it give you that you can do it once you get the starts figured out?
It's good, because if we didn't have that bad start, then it sort of shows like what we could have done if we did stay in first for the first corner. So yeah.
Okay, good, well done. Now, Jack's Motorsport and the Project 1 Racing Group have never sent a driver to the grand finals. However, sadly, Jared Fox Whiteley isn't age eligible, so it's not going to be him this year, but I think Nicole is chatting to a driver that could be the first Jack's Motorsport driver to make it to the grand finals.
Here we are then, Sebastian Behrman. Sebastian, we've caught up quite a lot this year. You've had some great success, Kart Masters wins, British Kart Championships wins. Do you reckon a Grand Festival win is on the cards?
Maybe, but mostly unlikely.
Why? What makes you say that?
Right now, I'm in a new category at the back of the field. Albie is very fast. So he's probably going to pass the ticket down all the way down to like Max Gilman, maybe Edward Haynes.
But if you perform the way we've seen you perform this year, you've got a good chance. Like you just said, you're new to the category. You've moved from micros to minis. How's that been? Have you been learning? What have you been learning?
I've been learning the new tyre in the wet. It's quite slippy, but mostly grippy at this track. Braking. You need to brake a lot harder and sometimes later with the tyre. Turning, you can turn a bit later with the speed, and just focusing on strength.
And the speed then, you're a racer. We see some fantastic moves being done by you all the time. Are you enjoying that faster pace kart?
Yeah, it's definitely more fun getting out the Micromax and going into a faster kart, but it's also quite tricky.
Yeah. More boost out the corners or down the straight? What's it like?
Well, both really, because out the last corner you get quite a lot of speed generating, so you can go really fast down straight.
Very fast. Henry?
So, Minimax is actually, Team UK in Minimax this year already has 6 drivers in it. 4 of them are here. So Albie Friend, Oliver Spencer, Emerson McAndrew-Uren, Finley Lyons, who's not here, Josh Griffin, who's not here, and Harry Taylor. So if that's your first 4, 5th place, the ticket gets handed down to you. So, think of it like that, It's always good. Do you know what I really like? You've won in Micromax, but you're aware that, hey, just because I'm winning Micromax, it's like you start all over again, don't you? New kid in the class. But you've got to remember that you are a winner, and I believe you won here, didn't you?
Yeah.
There we go. Right. Here's a returning driver.
Jack Steadman.
Yeah.
Hello, Jack. I've not seen you in a couple of years since I think we've maybe had a crash at like Clay Pigeon a couple of years ago. How have you been? What are you doing here?
Yeah, well, I've been at uni, so I've just sort of come back. Done a few races this year. We did Kart Masters, which is all right. We've come back to do this one as pretty much the last one of the year. It's tough. I'll say it's out there. The grid is proper tough, but no, it's good to be back out.
And very loyal to the Rotax category. Whenever you return, jump back into senior Rotax. Thoughts on what the kart's been like today?
Kart's been all right, to be fair. Just to be honest, a lot of it's me. Like getting back in the kart, it's tough. It's hard work. Racing's really tough. It's stepped up since we were last in it, and just being out there trying to do our best, really. So it's just basically kart good, team good. We need to do a little bit more.
Archie Walker, who, is in the game a lot, he does a lot of racing, even he was struggling after one of those heats, he was tired. What's the physicality been like? You tired?
A little bit, but it's going to be all right. I think 15 minutes is going to be tough. It's proper physical. I think Warden, I'd say, is probably the most physical circuit that you come to on the calendar. PF's quite nice. Coming here is a bit different. So yeah, 15 minutes is probably the big push, but I'm all right for now.
I remember racing here a couple of years ago and my neck was so tired. I must have looked like I was looking up at the sky.
No, neck is probably the hardest thing, but hopefully 15 minutes we can do that.
Great to hear from you, Jack. Henry in the background causing
Hello.
trouble. What are you up to?
I was thinking about trying to go. We're going to go with MLC Motorsport. Thought we'd go with the tradesman's entrance, back door, but apparently the back door's closed, so we're going to have to go around the front here. We'll to the inner sanctum of karting north-east. But that's right, 15 minutes. Jack Edmund was saying, as a final, that's going to be tough. Right, here we go. Here's Tyler Harris. Now, if ever there's a driver that needed a bit of cheering up, a bit of Paddock show cheer, it's Tyler Richard Harris. Your day's been poo, hasn't it?
Yeah, I would use another word.
Yeah, but we're not allowed to, it's a family show. Right, so tomorrow, what are we going to do? PMA, positive mental attitude. Got to do it up there, yeah? Let's go, Tyler. Let's start off with it. Hand out there. We're going to go positive mental attitude. Go.
Positive mental attitude.
Said with vigour and gusto.
Henry,
right.
can you spell it out with your body? Give me a P.
Give me a P. That's a D. I'm dyslexic. Give me a P.
Give me an M. Give me an A.
Let's do that, right. Let's go and speak to some others. Good luck tomorrow. The only way is up.
Yeah, sure. You might want to speak to him.
Why?
Because he's just a cool guy,
Okay, he's got a bin in his hand, so let's go and speak to some drivers. How about that there? We'll collar him in a minute. Let's go and see some MLC Motorsport.
New drivers in this awning this weekend.
We can have some, and we got a race winner in the awning. There goes Kuja. Tell you what, I'll take that. We'll just put that out the way there. We'll put that out the way there because my favourite person to interview, she absolutely loves it. Donna, Pete, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Not too bad. How's the day been?
Up and down.
Up and down. Well, I spoke to Tyler Harris, who won Best Please, but new recruits to the MLC team here. Yeah. Charlie, Max, and Edward Haynes.
Well, he's been for a while.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's been flying under the radar. Sorry, Charlie.
It's just that he won.
It's just he won. Yeah. Look, this is a really big event in terms of, the opportunity for the drivers. How have you psyched everyone up?
I just as it is.
Just say it is a proper Yorkshire. Why isn't the Grand Festival at Wanwell? Very good.
Too good, innit? Wanwell International.
Wanwell International's way too good. Right, let's go. Let's speak to some of the drivers
Max
in
Gilman.
here.
Max first, before we speak to Henry Gregory. Max, 11th birthday yesterday. Do you reckon you'll be faster now that you're 11?
Yeah.
Have you been faster today?
We've been all right. I mean, we're starting P5 tomorrow, but it's not too bad of things, but yeah.
So you actually reckon, ticket could be on the cards?
Yep, definitely.
And then first weekend in MLC, is that right?
Yep.
How are you enjoying it? What pushed the move over from Thule into MLC? How are you getting on?
Yeah, it's been all right. Good team. Yeah.
Good to hear from you there, Max. We'll speak to Henry Gregory. Henry,
Craig's on next.
What are you doing here?
Just fancied a bit of Rotax, really, a bit of different change of scenery obviously in the MLC awning, and different category obviously in the Rotax, and yeah, just thought try a bit of a change and see how it'll go.
Racing so far, do you think it's tough? What do you reckon?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a challenge. I think the competition is definitely a lot different to the X30 stuff. I think I find this a bit tougher, but I definitely enjoy the rough racing, really.
Elbows out kind of racing, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just kind of all or nothing out there, but other than that, I think I just really enjoy the racing stuff. It's definitely a big change from X30, and I can't really fault it, really. I just love it.
Who did we speak to? Did we speak to Max?
Max Gilman, yeah,
Max
turned
Gilman,
11 yesterday.
Come back here.
Been faster since he turned 11.
Right. Right, we're going to get Charlie in a minute. Charlie, come here. Right. Charlie. Right then. This, Max, watch and listen. Happy birthday for yesterday.
Thank you.
Did you vomit live on TV today?
No.
So we've kept our side of the bargain. Right, Charlie Wilson said. Charlie Wilson said a Dexy's Midnight Runner song. I've had Dexy's Midnight Runners on the brain. Charlie Wilson said that was a song. Right, Charlie Wolfit. Lightning McQueen, how did you get through and win that last race? Because you're the only one that weren't crashing into each other, correct?
Yeah, just luck.
Look, no, it wasn't. Right, Lee Murray, team boss, come over here. Hang on a second. Right, okay. First things first. Pollett's just gone past there. Right, this driver has just said he only won that last race due to luck. What he should have said was, I won that last race because my MLC Motorsport Cosmic Kart, powered by P1 Power, was absolutely off the chain. Is that correct?
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, so we'll try this again. Right, ready? Why did you win that last race, Charlie?
Because MLC, Cosmic and P1 Power, obviously.
Because it was?
P1.
Excellent, there we go. Right, Max, are you enjoying the new surroundings, apart from the adult beverages that we're not allowed to film?
Yes.
Good, excellent. What would it be like to go to the grand finals, do you think?
Yeah, it would be a good experience, I think. Yeah.
Good experience, think. Is this interview better than the last one? That's better. Are we going to say thanks to my mum and dad for paying for it all, for bringing me, and for hopefully cooking my dinner tonight?
Thank you, Mum and Dad, for cooking my dinner and bringing me here.
And there's one member of the MLC fraternity who's missing.
Edward Haynes.
No. Edward Haynes is here. It's the honour. We've seen Tyler. Who supplies the waft?
Jordan.
Oh, there we go. We want to say hi to Jordan in Florida.
Hi, Jordan.
It's not as warm in Florida as it is here. Is that the truth?
Yes, it is freezing.
Okay, there we go. Right, okay. Right, thank you very much, MLC Motorsport. Let's go. Right, let's go. Anyway, moving on. Right, okay, let's go. How long have we got left? We've got 11 minutes of fun. Let's go back into a race truck. That's Motorsport UK race truck. Probably shouldn't wander in there uninvited, should we? MLC, always good time. They're always having a good time.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
PMA. Positive mental
attitude. Can you two spell it out with a...
Oh, here we go.
Right.
Hold my mic.
Okay. Give us a P.
I'm dyslexic as well.
Give us an M. Give us an A. There we go. Right, you're watching this on the
things I do for
karting.
Commentary and for karting.
There we go. If you're watching this on the lunch break on Sunday, in the comments, who had the better PMA, Henry or Nicole? Right, KR Sport. Let's have a little look. We'll come in here. Lots of wagons have already gone to bed. Joe Ble- Right. The last race of Kai Clark, he was trying to tell you something during the race. What was he trying to tell you, and what was your response?
You don't want me to say that on the live stream.
Okay, but we did try to say, Kai, at the time, Kai was sitting first on the grid for the superheat. By the time he'd finished gesticulating to you, he was second on the grid for the superheat. Were you aware of this fact?
Yeah, I was, yeah. But he was very animated, and it was a tough race for him.
It was a tough race for him. So, I mean, but again, okay, so Nicole, as a driver, you would know this. Junior driver. So thank you very much, Joe. You're holding an exhaust. As a driver, you're in the middle of a race, and Oakley Pryor, you've got to come back in here, son. He said he was tugging today, but it was, didn't realise I was that bad. Okay, you're a driver, you're in Kai Clark's position. Something is not right with the kart. How do you cope with trying to tell your mechanic, even though the mechanic can do nothing about it?
I think it's one of those things where you're trying to communicate. There's Luke Millwood. Luke, we'll talk to you in a second. You're trying to communicate, but you've got so much adrenaline that I think it comes out in the form of frustration.
Yep.
You end up trying to signal. They've got no idea what you're saying. They're signalling back. You've got no idea what they're saying.
And meanwhile, 3 drivers have gone past you.
Yeah, and then you've left the door open into turn 1, and the whole grid's done you, basically.
Yep, exactly. Right, Luke Millwood, step forward, British karting champion. Tell us about your day.
It's been okay, but my last race wasn't the best, but hopefully we can bounce back tomorrow, starting P4, but just see what happens into turn 1. We ideally prefer to be on the inside line, but let's see how it goes.
And then the team game between you and Lucian Smith, because you said earlier you want Lucian to win a ticket. How's that going to play out tomorrow?
So we're hoping to just push away, and then if we have a big gap, then we're probably going to swap us around so that I get the E plate, he gets a ticket.
And if you get the ticket, if you get the E plate, you've already got the number 1, so you're going to go 1 and then E, or then E and then 1.
1 and then E.
1 and then E. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, your dad did track talk last night, so when you've got to look back, so this is what you've got to do. This goes out later tonight, and it'll also go out tomorrow. You've got to look at your dad's interview. Here we go. So, watch track talk Friday night, and you'll see Dad Joe's interview. Then watch Luke Millwood's interview, and then we have a little poll to see who had the better interview. Who do you think's going to win, you or your dad, for the best interview?
Me, 100%.
100%. There we go. Job done. Game over. Gotta like that. Gotta like that. Right. Oakley Pryor, one of the drivers that is coming out of retirement. Serious question.
Yeah.
Louis Westover coming out of retirement. Oakley Pryor coming out of retirement. Do you know what the question?
I know them. Well,
he's hiding in the truck. I'll tell you, but did you think about coming out of retirement for this race?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Why? What?
I would have been absolutely... I wouldn't have even made it off of the grid. I would have been so tired.
Because kart fit is what we think. Right, let's have a little look down here.
Kart fit is a very different thing to physically fit.
Yeah.
So.
I'll tell you what we haven't done. We haven't gone to Pro Train. We went down there yesterday, so we're going to Pro Train. This is what it's all about. Again, a big thank you to Jag Rotax.
A question for you then, Henry.
Okay, yes.
So you just asked me if I thought about jumping into the grid. Yeah. Why don't you jump into the grid?
Well, considering the last time I raced was 2008, apart from testing the E20 Rotax kart. However, I don't want to, it's not about me, but I'm racing next year.
In what?
I am racing the CKNA Nationals at Newcastle Motorsport Park in Indiana. It's the US 4-stroke National Championship. Me and my teammate Cam, who ran OSP Motorsport back in the day, we both retired in 2008. We're both now 43 years old, and we thought there's a veterans class, a senior class, and a masters class. One of us will fit into that. So we're going to do one more race. I've said it now, so I've said
you have to do. It's actually.
It's on record. I did speak to another broadcast company in America, who I sometimes work for, and the owners of the circuit. The circuit's owned by ex-Indy 500 driver Mark Dismore, and we got a package. We're going to get a package together. We know roughly what team we're going to go with.
Do you need a driver coach?
I can have a driver coach, and so I'm going to dust off the overalls one night, buy a new set of overalls, and do
the old ones still fit,
race.
do they?
Here's Pro Train Racing. Not too many drivers in here. We've got Jack Collins' kart, and we got Ben Southgate's kart. Now, we spoke to Jack Collins a few times. Ben Southgate is gone. However, I think that Ben Southgate, I'm going to come round, I'm going to chase you around. I think Ben Southgate's had a decent day. Would you agree?
I'd say, yeah. I think he's had a good day. Yeah, he's we had a bit of unlucky first heat, but yeah, drove well in the last two, so see how we get on tomorrow.
Yeah, obviously, it's an insanely competitive class. What was your guidance to the two drivers coming here?
I think keep it clean and just try and get a good start in the heats, not have any DNFs, and then see where you end up.
So, between Ben and Jack, have we had a good start in the heats, and have we had 0 DNFs today?
Fortunately, we had an issue in the first heat where we trying to remember what she went wrong with it now. We had an issue with the spark plug in the first heat, ended up oiling up, and then second two heats started really well, and raced well. Come through, I think got a 16th in the second heat and 18th in the third.
So. There we go. So progress.
Yeah, progress.
Okay, there we go. Good to see Pro Train back up there. Nicole?
I am with the Pro Train TM, Joe. Joe, sum up your day.
Well, it wasn't too bad, as you just said. Ben had quite a good day. Unfortunately, he had an issue with the throttle cable in the first heat, which obviously caused him to stop. Jack's done well, good pace, but struggling a bit with the racecraft, but he's getting there.
Joe, how much experience do you have yourself driving, racing?
Oh, I raced karts when I was younger, and I actually race historic cars these days. So I have a bit of fun, but that's about it.
So would you say you have actually got enough experience to kind of tell some of these drivers off maybe when they're, need a bit of a talking to, a bit of a stern word?
I think it's a lot easier from the outside, isn't it? So it's not so difficult for me to tell them what they're doing wrong, but it's more difficult when you're in the kart yourself.
Definitely. Thanks, Joe.
No problem.
Excellent. Right, let's move on. Austin Lee going past us there.
We didn't visit the Pollitt awning, Henry.
We haven't visited the Pollitt awning. Well, there's enough of them. We did yesterday, but I think we've got to go in there and speak to some more Pollitt people in the awning. I want to try and speak to one of the privateers. This is a good example. Who can walk backwards the fastest without falling over? Andrew Mather would be happy. No, let's go in here. Austin Lee going through. Now, we did that side of the Sam Pollitt racing awning. We'll move over. Why are we coming into the Sam Pollitt racing awning so much? Well, because they're doing really well. Tier 1 team. And one driver that maybe hasn't had the best day, I'd say Louis Ratcliffe.
I'm not Louis Ratcliffe.
No, you're not Louis Ratcliffe. Well, who are you then? Because you're Jake Woods. Jacob Woods, formerly of MLC Motorsport, now Sam Pollitt Racing. How's your day been?
It's been really well, actually, on the start of the year. So we've come into today, maybe not the best in qualifying, but we've ended up in P5 overall, maybe P4, because there's people in the office. So it's been a tough day, but we've come through.
Question. Serious journalistic question. The fringe, do you have to tape it down to put the hoodie over the top of the fringe to make sure the fringe is still visible?
Oh, helmet hair right now. I haven't had a shower yet because I've just got out of the stewards, but it looks good. Normally
it looks good. There we go. Right, so let's just speak some others as well. Let's go. Let's have a little look. The problem is though, we've seen Sam, Jake. Why is your go-kart on the jig?
It gets jigged every night.
Ooh.
Just to check it.
Really? Every kart or just yours?
Mostly all of them.
Mostly all of them?
They're good.
Just to make sure they're good. That's what Tier 1 teams do, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. Why have you still got an orange kart when other people have got silver karts?
They've only just changed this weekend. We, like everyone else, needs a ticket. So everyone that's KR, like Goff's already got a ticket. Radcliffe's only just moved up, and Lovett normally races KR.
Right.
That's the answer.
That's the answer. Good answer. Right, let's carry on.
We can see, Henry, as well, how much this team has grown recently, because you've got a number of ex-British and a current world champion working in here. You've got Ethan Jeff Hall, world champion as of last week. You've got Archie Kitchen, 2019 Mini-Max British champion. He works for SBR now. Miles Barthorpe. Can't remember the exact year Miles won.
2018, Miles went to Brazil.
Okay.
And he won the thing. He won the Junior Max this year. Teddy Pritchard, well, you said all the British champions and Teddy Pritchard, brilliant.
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
We've not got long to go on the show, but hello, that was, oh no, he's walked backwards into a thing. Right, there we go. Brushed it off easily, but we got a minute to go. So we've got, British karting. We say it's the best. We say it's the best, but we're sort of a bit biased. The proof of British karting is in the results. One driver next to me, 2 years ago, this driver was in juniors and he went up to seniors for one race in senior Rotax, won the international trophy, and went to Bahrain last year. This year, he has done some car racing and he come back to his team that he started off his career in, went to the international trophy and against 80 other drivers won. That caught the eye of a certain kart factory, CRG, who said, do you know what? We think this young lad may have a bit of talent. Let's put him in the World Championships at PF International last weekend. And Ethan Jeff Hall is your new official CIK FIA World Karting Champion. I know that you've done interviews with us before, but this is the Paddock Show. When was the last time you were on the Paddock Show, Ethan?
I can't remember, to be honest. I think it was like 2022, maybe.
Exactly. Well, there we go. So first of all, congratulations. Second of all, what's it like coming back to this is where it all started for you, and now offering, I mean, I saw that all the drivers, they were going on their track walk with you this morning. I think Sam's had to charge a bit extra for that, for World Champion track walk. No, what's it like be coming back here and helping out?
Yeah, it's a great feeling to help the people, help them back. Obviously, World Champion this year, so it means a lot. Started out with Sam when I was very young, so it's nice to sort of give back to him what he helped me with throughout my career, so yeah.
Well, excellent. So, Ethan already has his ticket to the Rotax Grand Finals. If anybody in senior Rotax from the UK or any of the other nations want to become a Grand Finals champion this year, we're going to hand out 5 tickets tomorrow. If you're a senior driver, to win the Grand Finals, you've got to beat the current world champion, our world champion. See you tomorrow.